Here at the meeting called in Knock with respect to this hotel that you see behind me here, and here's one of the attendees at the meeting, and I'd just like to ask you why you feel strongly about this issue, and if you could describe what the situation is.
Well, basically, everybody knows the situation that's happening in the country. More than a third of the hotels, our biggest industry is tourism, are out of line, are being used, paid for by the taxpayer, to house a migrant or an immigration thing that's out of control. Anybody who knows history knows what happened at the end of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire was basically ransacked. The borders did not hold back the barbarian hordes, and that's what happened. The empire collapsed. That's what's happening around Europe. It's happening in America. It's happening in all the countries. Sweden. I mean, everybody knows what's happening in Sweden. The same thing is going to happen here. Just give it time. So we need to get greater regulation. We need to get a system that works. That basically, like, if people are coming in legally, and if they have skills and they're going to work, yeah, fair enough. But I mean, if you're going to have 60 men here and they're going to be here for 5 years with nothing to do, this isn't going to work. This is a peaceful town. It's a safe town, and it's just an absolutely terrible thing that they're trying to just force in on the people. And it mustn't happen. I mean, basically, like, if this had got into the right hands, it could have been an excellent resource centre for recovering addicts, recovering people that like homeless, all kinds of things. I mean, the benefits that people can have from living in a town like Knock, even for a few months, is extraordinary. Because I've seen it. Yeah. I've people that would stay with me, and they'd stay for a short while, and it would benefit them greatly. Do you know, it's this holy town. It's a faith-based town, and this is not. I mean, I'd love to think that it would reflect on the refugees, and they get themselves together and maybe even convert to Catholicism. But that's all a dream. That's just not going to happen. And then there's all the other speculation about the conspiracy theories, that it's a UN army. I mean, like, you have to really question that when you're seeing all men of the same age and the same kind of fitness and the same kind of build. They don't look like economic migrants, So, something's going on, and our governments are just not coming up with any solutions. And this just cannot go ahead.
And would you say there's growing opposition on this issue, or
well,
less?
The meeting here today showed that, there's a lot of people are against it.
And do you think it'll be reflected in these elections?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Oh well, look, I mean, anybody who knows what's going on, who knows what's going on in the country, knows what's going on in the schools, knows what's going on in the healthcare, who just knows what's going on in the country. I mean, like, basically, more than 50% of our GDP is in debt. We've got the biggest debt rate per capita in the world. The United States is the biggest debt rate. They're $34 trillion in debt. Now, a trillion is a million billions. That's extraordinary debt. And basically, the American Catholics put it down to a simple saying: go woke and go broke. That's what's happening in this country. The woke agenda is destroying this country, is absolutely bringing it down and destroying it.
And would you be prepared to man like a 24-hour if they had one here?
Yeah, well, I this is what's going to have to happen. I mean, it's terrible, like, I mean, I could be doing a lot better things with anybody's time, than standing outside a building site. But it's going to have to be done. It's just going to have to be done.
We're only here a couple of minutes, and we already got 2 squad cars.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's families here, and they want to bring in hundreds of men here. Like, men that they don't even know where they're from. I mean, we've seen what's happened in Sweden. I mean, I don't even want to talk about it, but I mean, the murder rate in Stockholm is greater than some of the big cities in America.
And so basically, your motivation.
This is gun violence now. Wherever these guns are coming from in that country, I don't know. And never mind the violence against women. I mean,
So if I were to summarise your opinion, you can see what happens to other European countries like Sweden and maybe England, and you don't want to happen here. Would that summarise you?
I basically, my wife was dual nationality. She had Spanish and Brazilian nationality, and for years, I was always on for the, I lived in the United States for a while. I just thought, like, this is the way the world is going. Racial mix, it's good for all kinds of things.
Yeah.
But that's in an organised way. That's when you have people that are, speaking the same language, the same ideologies. You want to come to Ireland, you want to become Irish. You don't want to come to Ireland and turn it whatever way you're going.
Yeah,
This is what immigration has always been about. You come to the country and you assimilate into that culture.
Yeah.
This now at the moment is they're just out of control. I mean, a third of the hotels being used for this asylum seeker. It's just it's out of control.
It's out of control.
It's out of control.
Yeah.
And we need to do something. The whole country has to do something.
So good, Thanks very much. Now.
Okay,
Thank
thanks.
you.